Let's quickly talk about Katana inventory software. And in today's conversation, I want to give you an in-depth review of this tool so we have a clear idea what Katana stands for. So here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. So when you think about Katana, I want you to think about an end-to-end management solution for an entire workshop or factory setting. So this is something more comprehensive, okay? And it is cloud-based. So basically you are able to manage multiple aspects of your operation. And we love the fact that it is specifically designed for the needs of average manufacturing businesses. And with features to suit virtually every workflow, you have the ability to do a lot with Katana. And you can use the technology alongside any other apps that you already have right now. And Katana integrates very well with all your existing solutions. We love the fact that Katana integrates seamlessly with solutions like WooCommerce, BigCommerce, Shopify, and many other tools such as your CRM system, but it also has an API available. So this is great. It means what? It means your developer can form their own connections, not a problem. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here to have a quick convo with you about Katana inventory management software. And it's really important to understand that when you think about Katana, I want you to principally think about a platform that is built to serve the needs of merchants who intend to scale their businesses. So you got to be in that mindset. And it tirelessly works to make the tool make sure that you are actually optimizing your direct-to-consumer, your D2C manufacturing processes, and make it a painless experience. And Katana actually makes the logistics part of any business a success. And we love the fact that Katana is constantly adding new capabilities, new features, new modules to its existing MRP. And we also love the fact that Katana integrates not only with businesses that are, let's say, scaling, but with established businesses also. So when you think about Katana, I want you to think about a holistic, all-in-one MRP solution that is going to help you not only with inventory management, but also with the warehouse management across your supply chain within, of course, a manufacturing context. So I really want you to think about that. Think about manufacturing content and think about D2C experience. So your direct to consumer manufacturing experience. So that's what Katana really stands for. And it is cloud-based. So the flexibility is there. You don't have to be in your office to make updates to the software. You can be anywhere, and Katana will actually get the updates, and so your system will flow seamlessly. Let me talk to you about the pros and cons of Katana. So here are the pros when you think about Katana. So you have budget-friendly rates. It's easy to use SaaS technology. So SaaS stands for software as a service. That's the same thing as cloud-based. You have a comprehensive dashboard with all the information in one place. It comes with a manufacturing-oriented approach, so MRP. It integrates with Shopify without any hurdles. Really fantastic. It does the same integration, does the same impeccable integration process with WooCommerce, BigCommerce, Wix, and other players on the e-commerce side. It offers a seamless integration with leading tools for accounting. It works well with WooCommerce according to screenshots that we have seen. It imports data from other platforms. It does so effortlessly. So you can see here that we have a constellation of pros, a constellation of benefits that come with using Katana. And that's what we love about Katana. We love the fact that the tool is constantly improving itself. The Katana is adding new features, is adding new capabilities, new modules, and all of this with the mindset of helping making sure your D2C, your direct to consumer manufacturing process is as easy as possible. And Katana does really do a great job when it comes to that. But hey, listen, it is not perfect. Katana is not perfect. There are drawbacks, and so we are going to review the drawbacks now. So what are the cons of Katana? Katana, for all intents and purposes, and we still do not understand why they're doing it, but the Katana does not have a mobile app. They don't have a mobile app, which is really crazy because in this day and age, I mean, you would have thought that the engineers at Katana would have thought about maybe integrating mobile capabilities in their offer, but no, they don't have a mobile app as of now. So hopefully, Katana, if you listen to us, either you tell us why you chose not to have a mobile app, or you just have it because you're losing business. Based on our calculations, and we spent a lot of time on Katana here, and you are losing a lot of money by not having a mobile app. And Katana is quite expensive for a small business. So it is an MRP. So you have the depth and breadth of functionalities and capabilities here. So if you are a small business, if you are a startup, you may not have the financial heft to avail yourself of Katana. And so there is no API or hook option for further integration. Now, this is a temporary problem. You can fix it if you contact the Katana salespeople. Let's talk about the value added here. So when we talk about Katana, there's a lot of value that this tool is actually could potentially add to your operation. But before I actually get into the value added here, please, boss, I want to remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about Katana inventory software. I'm giving you the ins and outs so that you have the proper acumen to make a decision whether or not you should go or no go with Katana. Okay, so Katana has a very like a proficient dashboard. From a UX and UI perspective, fantastic. They've done a great job. The engineers and Katana, they've done a great job. Okay. So basically it's easy to navigate through and interpret its spreadsheets. The demo account has sufficient data, which gives like good pointers to help you run your business. So this is kind of cool. It has a sales screen, which allows you to have a better apprehension of all sales orders, a better observation here. So this is kind of cool. And again, Katana, I want you to remember, like originally, this is an MRP. MRP means manufacturing resource planning. Okay, so you have the ability, you have a diversity of features here, and in terms of the value added, so we're talking about things like MTO, MTS planning. So MTO, that's make to order, and MTS, make to stock. Okay, so if you want to have a better visibility in terms of optimizing your MTO manufacturing orders, Katana is there to help you out. If you're trying to really optimize your MTS manufacturing orders, Katana is there to help you out. I mean, the whole thing here is that Katana is helping you not only in terms of managing your inventory, but doing so within your manufacturing process. So you are actually running a cost efficient process. You are basically eliminating waste. You are eliminating unproductive processes, and you are constantly improving your operations. So overall, we love Katana for that. And also, one thing I want to say here is that we love the fact that you have the automatic status updates, so you're able to know exactly what flows in, what flows out. And again, if you were talking about a manufacturing context, you have to think about the trifecta that constitute the fulcrum of a great manufacturing process, right? What are the three elements here? We're speaking about we're talking about raw materials. We're speaking about work in process, and we're talking about finished goods. So this trifecta constitutes, as I said, the fulcrum of your manufacturing process. And Katana does a great job at helping you actually optimize and track this trifecta. And also, customer support is just fantastic. Katana's team is more than happy to help its users. They have a live chat widget, which is accessible in case you have any queries. So this is kind of cool. They also have a comprehensive FAQ guide. They have a blog session. They have a lot of stuff there. Let me quickly talk to you about the features that you can expect if you were to go with Katana. Okay, the cool thing is, I mean, of course, Katana is an MRP, and MRP is like the equivalent of ERP. ERP being Enterprise Resource Planning. So ERP, MRP, you get the gist here. You have a large constellation of features. You have a wide array of capabilities. So when we talk about Katana, what are the features I really want you to pay attention to? First of all, you got to think about things like make to order and make to stock functionality. I just spoke about that, MTO and MTS. So if you are in the manufacturing realm, you know how important MTO and MTS are. You have multi-channel, multi-location performance. So you are able to actually get your data pulled from multiple locations here. So Katana will pull all of your sales order information into a single visual dashboard where you can enjoy complete inventory visibility. So tracking the status of orders at various warehouses and locations becomes easy. You have manufacturing floor control. So here, the Katana software system makes forecasting and real-time management easier with a simplified overview of your manufacturing operations. So this makes it easier to handle ERP team, like you can set team member tasks and monitor project progress. We love that a lot. And the funny thing is you can even track the time people spend on certain tasks. You can outsource manufacturing, for example, so at least you will know whether or not it's a great option for you. You have production planning. You have inventory optimization, which is the quintessential core of Katana when it comes to inventory software, inventory management software. You have sales order fulfillment. This is also good. You have shop floor control, and you have purchasing and costing. So bottom line here is what? Bottom line is Katana is giving you the tools and resources that could actually constitute the arsenal, the operational arsenal you need to optimize your inventory. You need to track your inventory. For example, when I'm talking about inventory optimization, I'm talking about end-to-end traceability with your MRP solution. Okay, you can track the expiry date of certain items in a multi-channel environment. You can even manage variants of various products and raw material inventory across warehouses, which becomes quite essential if we're talking about perishable goods, for example. Not necessarily foods, but you have other perishable goods in the industrial ecosystem. Let's talk about pricing here. So when we talk about Katana, it's really important to understand that you have different pricing tiers. But before I get into the nitty gritty of pricing at Katana, please, I want to remind you quickly of today's topic. We're having a conversation about Katana inventory software. This is an in-depth review, and I'm just giving you the title because I want to contextualize the conversation we're having. So it's important to understand that Katana does have discounts, but it is still an MRP, which means what? It means that the cost is there. You're going to have to shell out a bit of cash. So if you are a brand new business, if you are a let's say a small business, really tiny small business, you're not going to be able to afford Katana, nor will you be able to use any, if not all of the tools. It doesn't matter whether you're manufacturing, like you need to reach a certain production level to really enjoy all the tools of Katana. Otherwise, just go for other MRPs, honestly. So if you were to consider Katana, they have 4 pricing levels here. They have essential, advanced, professional, and enterprise. Obviously, essential is the basics, basic pricing tier, and you probably have to pay around $129 to $130, $150. Okay, I just showed you earlier, like if you see on the screen here, the pricing for Katana, but it's important to understand that by the time you watch this show, prices might have changed in between, right? And so in the meantime, so you have essential, $129 and up. For advanced, you have like $349 and $349 to $375. For professional, you have 1,000 monthly and above. Okay, and then for custom pricing, that's for enterprise. So if you're interested in custom pricing, you have to contact Katana, and they will actually work you through. Like they will work out a deal with you depending on your needs and depending on the kind of budget you want to spend with Katana. So they always are really flexible in terms of helping you out. So that's not a problem. I want to talk about integrations here because when we talk about Katana, we do have a lot of integrations. So when we talk about manufacturing, it's not necessarily for like retail sales. You can also sell online, not a problem at all. As a matter of fact, Katana integrates very well with Shopify. It integrates very well with WooCommerce. It integrates very well with BigCommerce and a lot of other players and a lot of other platforms on the market here. So this is kind of cool. So the thing is that if you want to use Katana productively, make sure that you actually you really need to activate the production management like module. Okay, so for example, you can integrate very well with the Shopify, not a problem. So if you want to do so to actually integrate with Shopify, you just need to make sure that when you go into your dashboard, you have to go into the section called integration, and you have to click so when you click integration, you will see a list of e-commerce platforms. And so you want to click on the Shopify logo, okay, and click connect. And Katana will need you to enter the name of your Shopify store. And so you choose the name of your Shopify store, and then you're able to integrate. It takes about 1 minute. It's very simple. And so Katana allows you to keep a close watch of all orders via your capacity to import, your sales, whether fulfilled or not. So you are able to seamlessly integrate your manufacturing processes with your Shopify store sales. Okay, so you know exactly what's happening. And you also need to pay attention to production scheduling, production status. So you are able to see exactly what happens when you are, let's say, if you're producing and you're not selling enough, you can see if there is a product buildup. So that's the kind of visibility I was just talking to you earlier about. When I say Katana gives you, all-in-one visibility, so you're able to see exactly, and so you can track inventory. You can actually you can do a lot of things with Katana. And what we also love overall is that Katana integrates not just with your Shopify, but also with your WooCommerce, with other players, such as with other tools such as QuickBooks. I'll speak about QuickBooks in the next section, but you have you also have integrations through Zapier and marketing connections with partners like Arcot and Pack Health. So the bottom line is what? The bottom line here is that when you go with Katana, you have access to a constellation of tools, and that's the bottom line. So your MRP processes are enhanced. Your inventory management is enhanced, and you also have access to other integrations. Speaking of other integrations, you have, for example, QuickBooks integration. So the QuickBooks Katana integration automates your accounting processes so you can keep your orders synchronized without any annoying manual data entry. So you can sync invoices and track sales order statuses with Visual Grid. And there's also the option to turn your purchase orders in Katana to bills on QuickBooks with one button. So this is kind of cool. And so Katana keeps all your supplier and customer information in sync with invoices and bills that transfer naturally from Katana to QuickBooks. So once you have the two tools connected, you can create bills and invoices in Katana, and they'll automatically update in your QuickBooks account. So this is kind of cool because we're speaking here about time savings. We're speaking about automation. We're speaking here about efficiency. We're speaking about you actually optimizing your entire production process. So this is kind of cool. Okay, what about Xero integration? So Xero is another accounting tool on the market. So Xero integration with Katana takes a similar approach to the Katana and QuickBooks solution. So you can keep your orders synchronized in both systems and prevent inconsistencies in your record keeping. So you can easily turn bills and purchase orders into invoices and bills in Xero. And you can keep all your contacts in sync too. So once you actually connect Katana to Xero, every time you create an invoice or a bill in Katana, it will automatically sync with your Xero system. What about WooCommerce integration? So there's another integration that's worth mentioning here. So the WooCommerce integration with Katana makes it easy for manufacturers building their business in WooCommerce to handle company operations and manage inventory. So you can manage things like product recipes and ensure that you purchase essential materials on time. So the cool thing is it becomes very easy to avoid missing stock with alerts and manage changes in production domains of your team members. Plus, you never have to worry about missing a delivery deadline. So with WooCommerce and Katana, you can sync products between Katana and WooCommerce instantly, keeping inventory levels automatically correct. And you also have access to automated order management. So what happens here is that whenever a customer makes a purchase from your store, the sales order automatically imports into the Katana module. And so the Katana and WooCommerce integration also means that you can set up alerts whenever you are running low on stock and materials. So this is kind of cool. So what is our verdict here? So the thing is that Katana a go or no go for us? Katana definitely is a go for us. We recommend this tool a lot. It's a great tool when it comes to MRP, but you got to be in the manufacturing ecosystem though to actually take advantage of Katana. But if you are, Katana is just a fantastic tool. It stands out as one of the best solutions available for manufacturing companies. Whether you need store template options to sell physical products on the web, you are offering webinars to customers, or you are dealing with software sales, it's important to think about the right tools, right? And Katana really breaks new ground in the e-commerce industry by actually combining manufacturing capability with online modules. It's just fantastic. So we'll love that a lot, and so Katana is doing a great job, and we definitely recommend them. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, we have talked about Katana inventory software. This was an in-depth review. So I gave you the overview, the pros and cons, the value added, the features, the pricing, and the integration through Shopify, QuickBooks, Xero, and WooCommerce, among others. And I give you the verdict. thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.